Hey, how's it going? Today you're going to learn how to play the song Drive by Incubus. I've been getting a lot of requests to teach this song. So we're going to do it today, and this is from their third record, Make Yourself, released in 2000. And the song is just 5 or 6 chords, and it's only 2 progressions, because it's the same progression in the intro, verse, and chorus, and then the pre-chorus has another progression. The trickiest thing about this is switching the chords. And I see a lot of different ways that people teach the song, and I think a lot of times they're teaching like an easier version. I'm going to show you the way that I believe that it's played on the record. This is how it sounds to me. And I'm going to show you a few little tricks so you can get the chord changes down a little quicker. And the song is in standard A440 tuning, so go ahead and tune your guitars low to high: E, A, D, G, B, and E. First, let's go over the chords you're going to need to play this song, and some of them might be a little unfamiliar to you. The first chord is an E minor chord, but you might not be playing it like this. You probably play your E minor bar chord like this down here at the 7th fret, but we're going to play it like this. So we're not barring, you're kind of hooking your first finger. So the frets are, you play the low E open, 7th fret on the A, 8 on B, but open high E. So you get that real ringy open because you have those 2 open strings. So that's still E minor. The second chord is an E minor 9. Now this is the chord that everyone has a little trouble going to, and this is what it sounds like to me they're doing on the record, and we have to put those bass kind of low notes in there because that's what makes it sound so hip. So E minor 9, I get the root 7th fret with my second finger and stretch with your first finger. Second finger on the 9th fret, first finger 7, and then 3rd and 4th on the 9th on the B and the G. The next chord in the main progression is a C major 7th. We're going to play C major 7th like this. Okay, again you get that high open E, again real ringy sounding. And then the last chord for the main progression is this guy, which is an A7 sus2. Now it's easy to go to that from the C major 7 because right after that just leave your 3rd and 4th fingers down, take your second finger, put it on the low E string at the 5th fret on the A note, and move that first finger to the G string at the 4th fret. Okay, and that makes for an easy transition. Now the other 2 chords will play in the pre-chorus, and that's C major 7 this way, open. It's like a C major chord, you probably know that one, but take off your first finger. C major 7, open high E, adding that B, that major 7, open B string. And then A7, open. That's all the chords. Now if you're having trouble changing some of those chords, I could really help you with that. Click on the link in the YouTube description box below. I have a killer video lesson. It's extended play. It's not on YouTube. It's my best chord changing tips and practice exercises. It will really get your chord changing blasted to the next level, right? And I pair it with an ebook which has more exercises in it, more practice exercises. So it's a killer 1-2 punch. I'll send you that video lesson and ebook for free. Just click on that link below. So first let's tackle the main progression in the song. And this one you got to get down cold because this one they play the intro, they use this for the verses, they use this for the choruses, okay? The chord progression for that is E minor to that E minor 9, to C major 7th, to that A7 sus2. Okay? I'll play it through a couple of times so you can hear it, and then I'm going to slow it down, and then I'm also going to show you the strum patterns. It'll sound like this. Let me play a little slower for you. Alright, so here's what you're going to do. You're going to play that E minor chord, but you're going to strike the low E string first, and then you're going to strike that 9th fret of the D string. Hold the chord, that's the first 2 notes. And then you're going to go down, up, down. Then you got to get that second finger because you're going to play that E note on the 7th fret of the A string, and then a down on that E minor 9 chord. So voice the chord, but just hit that low note first, and then a down stroke, and then open D string. Because the bass line, the low note you're hearing is this. Right? That's really important. So on that E minor 9, low note, chord with a down, open D, then go to that C major 7. What I do is hit that low note first, 3rd fret, that C note on the A string, and then down, up, down. Okay, so here's all 3 slow so far. And then the last chord, there's that A7 sus2. You hit the low note first again, that's at 5th fret, low E string, and then a down, and then I do like a down up chuck, right? Here's the whole thing slow. and you keep rolling that, okay? So work it up slow, and even the first thing you might want to try is just try to voice the chords. Don't worry about the strumming so much, just hit them one time, like E minor, then work getting that second finger on that root for the E minor 9, then get to that C major 7, and then A7 sus2. So just kind of practice that first and getting that solid, right? Then you can try hitting just, you know, like a couple downs for each chord, you know, and then you work up the speed, and then you could start adding the chucking and start adding the low bass notes, right? And hey, please remember, subscribe to the channel, because that really helps me to keep bringing the content, and ring that subscription bell, because then you'll be notified when I have new lessons posted. Also, please leave a comment below. Let me know how you like this lesson. Let me know what lessons you'd like to see coming up. And if you like this lesson, please smash that like button. Give it a thumbs up. Share it. Spread the news about this channel. And thank you so much for your support over the years. The good news is now you got just about the whole song, because the only thing left is the pre-chorus. And that's just 2 chords, and it's really easy. The pre-chorus, Lately I've, is just C major 7 to that A7. We're going to do a little pull-off on that. He plays the progression, those 2 chords, 4 times. I'll just do it a couple times for brevity's sake, and then on the way he lets it ring. It'll sound like this. And you let that ring, and then you're back to the main progression, okay? So all that is you play your C major 7th, and you're playing that A7th. Down, up, down, up, down, down. And you could even throw in a chuck if you wanted. That's that muted down chuck, right? That muted downstroke. You don't have to do it. You can just do a down strum. I get that sound by letting the palm of my hand hit the strings at the same time the pick hits the strings. See, it's all done with open chords, really, with that pick hand. So it's down, down, up, down, up, down, chuck, change to the A7. Now on the A7, down, 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 up. Now I'm doing a little pull off here, and I hear that on the record, and all you're doing is you're voicing the A7, but what I'm doing is I'm pulling off. Leave that first finger down. Be sure to get that open A string in there. And you want to pull off on that B string with your second finger to the open B string. So you're actually sounding this note. You're sounding an open B. So you're pulling off from the C sharp to the B. Now when you pull off, pull down. See, I'm pulling that note down to sound it. If you kind of just take it off, you won't hear it as loud. You got to kind of pull down to sound it. So we're sounding with one pick, we're sounding that C sharp, and then that B. So on that A7 chord, does it twice. So on the A7, down, up, down, down with a pull off, and then down, up in between, and then another pull off. So slow on that change, C major 7. And then you do it again. Third time. Last time, just A7th, 1 downstroke and let it ring, and then I just hold the strings, and I do that kind of replication of what the DJ is doing, right? And then you got to get back to the main progression in the E minor chord. And that's what they do for the pre-chorus every time in the song. So basically, it's just those 2 progressions. So I'll just show you the transition. I'll play the main progression into the pre-chorus, and then back into the main progression, just so you can hear. I'll just do it like a couple times for brevity's sake. that's Drive by Incubus. It's a really fun one to play. Remember, practice those chord changes slow at first and get that muscle memory down, and then bring up the speed, and you'll get it. Hope you enjoyed it. Don't forget, subscribe to the channel. That really helps me to keep bringing the content. Ring the subscription bell, then you'll be notified when I have new lessons posted. Also, click on that link in the YouTube description box below. Get my free video lesson and ebook on chord changing tips, techniques, exercises. It's a killer video lesson and ebook. I'll send it to you for free. Just click below. Thank you so much for watching, and thank you so much for your support over the years and years. So appreciated. Stay tuned. I got tons more killer lessons and content coming. Keep up all that hard work on those guitars, and remember, your guitar playing is an evolution. Take care, rock on. See you in the next lesson.